You know how many people point at the Halloween Havoc match, 1997, as
Yeah.
that's the reason they got into wrestling?
Yeah. Wow.
Do you remember putting that match together with Eddie?
Yes, I do. I was nervous as hell too. So the side story about that was the struggle was no, I don't want to lose the mask. Me not wanting to go to the pay-per-view. Me getting a phone call. Eric might not remember this, but me getting a phone call by Eric Bischoff at my house saying, you better show up because if you don't show up, you're in breach of contract. And the idea was for me to lose the mask that night. And I really didn't want to. So I said, what the hell? All right, show up, go Sunday, the pay-per-view. We start prepping the matchup. And probably a match before we went up, the decision was already made. Ray, you're losing the mask. Eddie retains the title and keeps your mask. A match before ours, they come up and they say, no, we switched it. Ray, you're winning. Eddie, you're dropping the title.
Wow.
I don't know if Eddie knew anything about it, but I'm pretty sure if he would have let me know. But throughout this whole time, you can only imagine trying to prep my matchup, knowing that this is my last night wrestling with the mask. Well, to the flip side of that, that match was literally the one that put me on the map with Eddie, which is crazy. And I was so nervous. And I remember Eddie just telling me before the match, just listen to me out there, which he would do most of the times. Listen to me. He wouldn't like to set up a lot of the spots backstage. He would like to just go out there and feel it. Yeah. But he knew what I was capable of, and he knew I had a good ear for listening. Yeah. So, yeah, man, it was crazy to even go back and put myself in that spot. Even just the lockup of the hands into the pull up into the top rope and the backwards backflip DDT. Like, I remember that like if it was yesterday. That's how crazy it is.
Wow.
Yeah, we never practiced that. We never rehearsed it. Nowadays, I like to sometimes go in and kind of, if I'm doing something new, try to visualize it, maybe go in there and try it one time, see if it works. Yeah. And then I'll say, okay, yeah, it'll happen. But that one, no, it just happened in the ring.
Yeah, that match is damn near perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where does that rank in all the matches you've had?
For me, particularly, it ranks at number one as far as Rey Mysterio being recognizable, worldwide. Definitely. The chemistry Eddie and I had was just on a different level. The good thing about my performance, I feel, and I might be getting ahead of myself, but I've managed to have great connection with most of my opponents. Whether it was a Dean Malenko, whether it was a Psychosis, whether it was a Kurt Angle. I've always had great chemistry with them. And that kind of secures a spot in a way. It gives your opponent that confidence to be able to call things on the fly and do things in the moment.